So students, in this video, now we are proceeding further in the design of beams, right? So I will be discussing about the concept of moving carrying capacity as well as the lever arm. But before that, before going to that topic, let us discuss the concept of neutral axis, normal neutral axis, right? I told you that as for the limit state method, the ultimate, or you can say XU max, the maximum neutral axis is given by 0.53D for Fe250, 0.48D for Fe415, and 0.46D for Fe550. I have already told you these things, right? Now the thing is that, sir, in working stress method, we also came up with the concept of normal neutral axis. Is the same here also? Yes, the same here or there, right? In working stress method, we got the normal neutral axis by the static equilibrium condition. Remember that? Here also we have to apply the static equilibrium condition. So what is the static equilibrium condition? The compressive force is equal to tensile force. Compressive force is equal to tensile force. Now you will see why I had derived the total compressive force. So the total compressive force is equals to 0.36 FCK, right? Now it is equals to 0.36 FCK. This is the total compressive stress into XU FCK into XU into B. This is the total compressive force, right? That is 0.36 FCK into XU into B. That is the total compressive force. It is actually will be equal to tensile force. And how much is the total tensile force? That is 0.87 Fy into AST. Clear? Now this XU is actually the normal neutral axis, not the maximum neutral axis, right? Now XU will be equal to 0.87 Fy into AST divided by 0.36 FCK. 36 FCK. So this is the normal neutral axis. Simple, right? Now let us discuss three conditions. Now I am relating the working stress method as well as the limit state method. In working stress method, what we had got, if XU max is equals to XU, or just XA, you can say actual neutral axis XU, it was a balanced condition. Is the same case here? Yes, the correct answer is, if XU max equals to XU, it is a case of balanced section. Balanced section. And when you have a balanced section, then C is equals to T. C is equals to T. Second, if XU max is greater than XU, then in working stress method, this was a case of under reinforced section. What is under reinforced? I am not going to repeat it, right? So here also the same case, right? So it will be under reinforced section. And when you have an under reinforced section, then which one has a higher stress? The reinforcement still has a higher stress. So I can say that T will be greater than C. Simple. Third, if XU max is smaller than XU. In working stress method, this condition was over reinforced section. Here also it is over reinforced section. This is over reinforced section. And when you have over reinforced section which fails earlier, the concrete fails earlier. It means that the compressive stress is higher as compared to tensile stresses. C is greater than T. Simple, right? So I have related the working stress as well as the limit state method. So I hope that you have understood the concept of the balanced, under reinforced and over reinforced. Very, very, very important, because many times a lot of numericals have been asked from this topic. Very important, right? Now let us move to our concept, that is the moment carrying capacity and lever arm. Okay, so how much will be the lever arm? Let me rub this. Okay, I hope that you have understood this concept. Pause the video, make down the notes. and revise them as many times as possible and solve as many numericals as possible. This is the easiest way to get a very good rank in GATE examination and even in any examination. Right? Now, the lever arm. So this was the stress diagram. Rectangle, parabola. This was 0.446 FCK. Right? So lever arm is actually a distance between the center of the tensile reinforcement to the center of the compressive forces, right? So this whole distance is small d, effective depth. Simple. Now this C force, the total compressive force, it was acting at a distance of y was equals to 0.42 xu. Remember it, right? Now let us see how much this distance will be. So this distance is known as the lever arm Z. It will be equal to d minus 0.42 xu. Now when you have got the lever arm, you can determine the moment carrying capacity or moment of resistance easily. Now for example, first case, it is balanced. So for balanced case, you can determine the moment of resistance for anything. Either it can be the steel or either it can be the concrete. It depends on you, what you want to do, right? So let us say for both the things. For concrete, first of all, for concrete, the moment carrying capacity or the moment of resistance, which will actually be equal to C into Z. For steel, the moment of resistance will be equal to T into Z. How much is C? 0.36 FCK XU into B. It will be equal to 0.36 FCK into XU into B, and Z is D minus 0.42 XU. Simple. So this is the moment of resistance with respect to concrete. Simple. Right? Now what will be the moment of resistance with respect to steel? A lot of you must have answered it. It is 0.87 FYAST, that is force, and Z is D minus 0.42 x. Simple, right? So moment of resistance with respect to steel, how much is T? 0.87 FYAST. 0.87 FYAST. And how much is Z? Into D minus 0.42 x. Simple. The question is, sir, do I have to remember the formula? Depends on you, because I have remembered the formula. It depends on you. If you don't remember the formula, it will take a little bit of time. But I would recommend you to remember the formula. It is very easy. Force into time, force into distance. Simple, right? Now, the next is, after balance, the section which we usually adopt, that is the under reinforced. Now let us see the expressions for under reinforced sections. I am rubbing this. It was balanced, right? Let me rub the hole. Under reinforced section. In working a stress method, if the section was under reinforced, then we used to calculate the moment of resistance with respect to steel. Why? Because steel was attaining critical stress earlier as compared to concrete, right? Okay, so here also the critical stress or the critical section will be of steel. So moment of resistance will be calculated for steel, that will be equal to 0.87 Fy into AST, this is force, and into Z. Z is D.42 XU. Simple, right? C, over reinforced section. So when you have over reinforced section which has higher stress, concrete has higher stress, it means that concrete will fail earlier. That is known as the brittle failure, right? In the case of under reinforced section, it is known as the elastic failure. Elastic failure. For over reinforced section, it is brittle failure. It means that it will fail at a moment without giving any warning, right? Brittle failure. So moment of resistance with respect to concrete, it is equals to 0.36 FCK XU into B. This is force into Z. Z is D minus 0.42 XU. Simple. Very simple. Right? So students, now I hope that you have understood the concept of moment of run, moment carrying capacity and lever arm. It is a very simple topic because what I have done, I have not explained very deep because I have already done that in working stress method. I hope that you have watched the video working stress method because without watching that video, it will not be a very easy topic because for many students this is, you can say, mountain, right? It's a very difficult topic for many students, but now it's a cakewalk. Clear? Now, I hope that you have understood each and every topic. Now, let us move forward and solve some numericals to strengthen our concepts more. Thank you.